Would you believe my computer ran out of battery? I got so carried away I wasn't watching the battery today. But never mind, we're nearly finished. So sorry about that, darling. It was a bit of a shock. So we are just finishing this. It's like another minute and a half. Typical. I laugh at myself sometimes. Okay, so we got interrupted around the time that you are now holding onto client's hands, shaking it, moving the arm back in and out. This is on the left arm now. Just a mirror image of what we did on the right. AC trigger point being slightly pressed as well. Okay, just releasing all that pent up energy they've got down there. Rest the arm, rest the hand back onto the client's lap. Perfect. Now we're into the wrist and hand treatment now. So love the diagram there of the wrist and hand treatment, because what we're going to be treating is, our attention is to align the carpals, metacarpals, and the phalanges. Okay. Only very gentle pressure is required, and ensure no pressure is placed upon the joints. We don't. So I don't have to fine fingers, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. So we don't touch the joints. We don't need to be doing the joints. We go in between the joints, okay? But you just apply pressure to the bone in between the joints, all right? For best result, this treatment is to follow the elbow treatment, although I've treated the rest of the wrist and hands with great results. Yeah, I have. If I've seen somebody fall over and hurt themselves, or if somebody's in great pain with that imagery I gave you earlier on about the arthritic thing, I have gone in and I've treated people's hands. And I even do my own, okay? Get in there and do my own hand pull for great results, okay? But it's even better when the whole system is done, as you can imagine. Start by standing in front of the client, facing towards them. Hold one of the client's hands between your hands to see image. Okay, just like that, just like that. Using your thumb to feel for any raised carpals, gently tilt your client's hands. So I treat myself sometimes. Of course, it's not quite the same because it's just one hand, but I'm going to show you. Just shoulder, hand back and forward, and I'm feeling for any carpals that are out of alignment, and I'm just gently maneuvering them back in. It's far better if I had two hands, so sometimes I'll do that on myself. I just get those two fingers in there, and they will find their way over the carpals that need treating. Okay. Once the carpal's been repositioned, hold hand firmly, not tightly, and do a flicking motion. You realise how hard that is to do that in yourself? It's quite amazing. Flicking motion whilst you're still pulling. So you just flick. You can't do it on myself. Oh, that's interesting. But hopefully you get the picture. It's like taking a wee rug and giving it a bit of a flick, okay? Once carpal realignments are complete, change your hand positioning so one hand is holding the client's wrist and the other hand is holding the bottom half of their thumb between your finger and your index and middle finger. These two. Thumb and there, all right? And I just pull gently and tug. Pull gently and tug. Pretty sure, Tan, you would have covered this particular methodology before, okay? All right, so this is pull and tug, rotate, pull, tug, and then a flick, the third off, okay? Grab, pull, and then flick the third part off, okay? Well, not off, don't break the fingers and chop it off like that, but you just flick off that part there, okay? Repeat the gripping motion with each of the client's fingers. Repeat on the opposite hand. Complete treatment by resting client's hands on their lap and rest your hands on top of theirs for a few seconds. Advising client treatment is now complete. Okay, my friend, your treatment is all now complete. Fantastic. And I give a quick internal gratitude on that as well, okay? And then I'll go, fantastic, it's wonderful, how you feeling? Let me help you get off the table. Any questions? Conclude as you normally would for treatment. So congratulations, my darling, you have now completed an entire right treatment. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. So, sweetheart, what we have here is the A to Z of the right treatment for you in these three modules, particularly module 2 and module 3, okay? So there's a lot of words there because there's a lot of tiny movements that go on, but once you've done it 50 times plus, it's just going to be flying straight, you know, do it in your sleep, okay? There is a system for reasons to get the flow going, but it's not a difficult system. It really isn't. Okay, it's a beautiful combination of amazing, powerful techniques that are very gentle and non-intrusive. So you have finished the entire right treatment. Now it's time for you to get out there and get some more case studies going and practice, 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 and observe, 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 observe. And we need to talk about the case studies and see how you're getting on, okay? Right, so after treatment care, self-care for the clients. Encourage your client to take ownership of their recovery by encouraging them one or more of the following treatments for after treatment tasks, okay? Apply ice for 5 seconds to 5 places every 4 hours of their awake times for a minimum of 24 hours. The placement of ice packs should be base of neck, T3, L4, L5, right side of the neck, left side of the neck. Whether they go left and right, it doesn't really matter. I'm right-handed, I just automatically went right, but if they just want to go left and then right, that's fine, okay? As long as the ice is coming down from underneath the ear, remember those points that we treated, those 5 points? I want all 5 points covered with ice pack, okay? Press firmly but not thumped into the skin. If you're under the age of around about 60, the ice should be placed directly against the skin. Over that age, the skin starts to get a bit too thin, so the ice goes through a paper towel or a thin t-shirt, okay? So they don't get that too much of a shock, or we rip the skin off as we try and take the ice pack off. I advise clients that a packet of peas work really well. I don't expect them to rush out there and buy an ice gel bag if they haven't got one, just a packet of peas. Just knock the packet of peas on the bench a couple of times so they can become free flow, and use the peas. I actually find the peas work bloody marvellously, bloody marvellously. Now, what else can I say about that? The theory behind the ice treatment is thus. When we place ice against the skin, there's a fight or flight scenario go on. So the nerve endings go, holy heck, somebody's invading that spot. So the nerves send a message to the brain to go, holy heck, something's going on down there, send some blood down there, please. So the muscles are then demanded to, or instructed to, contract and expand rapidly. Okay, now these are the same muscles that have been tight and sore, causing the patient discomfort. We're now overriding that injury information channel and bringing in a fight or flight response. So the muscles then have to be overridden by the brain. The brain goes, no, you bastards, get working again. So they go back into going contract, expand, contract, expand, contract rapidly. Okay. So they do that, so the blood is pumped to the site because the blood has got the white corpuscles in there. So the brain has been told there's an invasion going on. The brain sends down the white corpuscles, aka the human little soldiers, to deal with the invasion, aka infection. And then after 5 seconds, the nerves go, you know what? That's just a packet of peas. Oh my God, don't worry about it, boss. Don't worry about it, brain. Stand down, soldiers rest. So the brain sends a signal to the muscles to, oh no, just relax and go back to your original state. So after 5 seconds, the effectiveness of the ice wears off. So we want to lock in that message at the 5 second point. So the brain still thinks there's invasion going on, and it keeps pumping and expanding, pumping, expanding, contract, expand, pump, contract, expand. So we get plenty of freshly oxygenized blood forced through an area that hasn't been moving freely for a long time. So that, similar to effleurage and massage, so that all this beautiful fresh oxygen and clean blood now has free flow to the injury site, so it can bring the healing properties with it. You know this as much as I do, okay? So we take the ice off after 5 seconds, so we lock in that response. If the ice stays on there any longer, the muscles will contract away from the skin because they're getting cold and they're going, bugger off, leave us alone. They contract away from the skin and go back into the tight position. And we have an adverse effect on our healing that we've just been doing. So the 5 seconds is really important. Once every 4 hours, the reason why the 4 hours is in there is because after 4 hours, the muscles go, dude, what was I doing 4 hours ago? What did I change? No, my memory tells me that I should be back in that state. So they start going back into that tight state, not as deeply or completely, but they start to go back into what their memory tells them to do. So we come back in after 4 hours and go, yeah, now guys, keep pumping, keep expanding, keep contracting, keep that blood flowing. Just pay attention to me. It's all about me. It's all about me. It's all about me. It's all about the therapy. Let's get you going. Let's keep you going. Okay. Now, I advise people that unless they wake with pain during the night, I prefer that they have 8 hours sleep. So don't get up in the middle of the night to do an ice treatment, to get that 4-hourly treatment scenario done, unless they are in intense pain. If they're in intense pain and you're awake anyway, sure, do the ice treatment. But if you get a good deep sleep tonight, let the sleep healing take place. But when you get out of bed in the morning, the first thing you do after you get out of bed and go to the toilet is you slap the ice on. Definitely go to the toilet before you slap the ice on, because you wet yourself. I don't say that to them, that's between you and me. But anyway, and then they do ice treatment. I tend to get my clients to do ice treatment for a minimum of 24 hours and maximum 48 hours, okay? Where they don't put ice, it's very important that they only put it in those 5 places, okay? They can put it behind their calf muscle if they want to, but it is going away from the general core of the treatment, and I want them focusing on the general core, on the system, so we can get it the right rhythm and routine done. But where we don't put ice is on the top of the head, inside of the elbow, and behind the knee. Definitely don't do that, okay? Otherwise, we can have trouble with the old, breaking of the vascular system. It gets a bit bloody then. We don't want that, okay? Rightio. So that's one of the, and particularly in your part of the world, down here in the middle of winter, I don't get the elderly folk to do that. It's okay, because it can have adverse effects, and we don't want to deplete their immune system. But where you come from, you can probably do this ice treatment all year round, all right? Another part of self-healing is to take an Epsom salt foot soak, for 12 minutes. You know all about that, you know the effectiveness of that and why we do it. And to drink a minimum of 1 litre of water within 2 hours of treatment. Minimum of 1 litre of water within 2 hours of treatment, because the blood is now pumping and working hard, okay? We've got all this toxic crap going into the blood looking for its way out. The blood's going, dude, I'm working hard enough. I need to be hydrated. So at least a minimum of 1 litre of water, more if possible. I judge it on who I'm talking to, because some people have just got really shite drinking habits. So 1 litre is manageable for everybody, okay? But if I can get more water into a person, I do. All right, dude. Now, leading on from here is useful support videos. I had no idea that we shot so many of the bloody things, but we did, and some of them are good, and some of them have no sound, and some of them is me going, because I'd lost my voice. But regardless, they are either good for video and for audio, or they're good for audio, but the video is crap, or the video is good, but you can't hear what I'm saying. So between all of them, there is a lot of information on those videos, and they should help you a lot. So that's all the links. They're on YouTube now. They'll be there forever more until I get around to get a professional person to come in and shoot some professional videos with me. But in the meantime, that is going to help you a long, long way. All right, sweet pea, enough from me. Go forth and have heaps and heaps of fun with this treatment. Get on board, Tan. You are going to rock this so freaking well. It's going to be amazing. I would love to treat some more people in and around Gympie, so that there's that, as we talked beforehand, competition is always good. So keep your eyes and ears out for me, sweetheart. If you can find anyone else who would like to do the right treatment, their training's going to be a lot more smoother than yours, because now I've got the system set up. I've got all the procedures done. I've got the videos done and so forth. So from this time forward, training for the right treatment will be 2 days fortnightly apart. So 2 days, one fortnight, the next one a fortnight later. Okay? Oh, how's that for timing? That makes one know smile has just come on. Perfect timing. So I'll repeat that again. I'm going to train the right treatment from now on 2 days every 2 weeks. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So 2 days and a week's break, then 2 days the following week, okay? I'll have people in person, and I'll do people online as well. If I'm doing people online, we'll talk about that when it comes up. But I'd love to do a few people in and around Gympie and get a few people on board and running, because it's going to support you, and you can all have a laugh and a joke and treat each other and so forth like that. So let us know if there's anyone else who wants to do the right treatment, and let's get you guys up and running. It is bloody good money, mate. It is bloody good money, actually. It's kept me afloat for the last couple of years for sure, because I haven't been able to do many massages. So the money is definitely there. I just want to get more people on the ground, more people doing this, so that we get the benefit of having competition out there and getting awareness up, so more and more clients come in and get treated, and more people have a happier and healthier life. It will be fantastic. All right, I'm rubbing it on. Love you heaps. Take care. Love to all. Bye-bye.